Hello, this is Dave Tasto, owner at Assisting Hands Home Care, a private duty home care firm based out of Bedford, Massachusetts. Today I'm going to share some tips on preparing for a hospital stay. Planning for trips into and out of the hospital are critical parts of a comprehensive aging in place plan, as the care and support you can receive in a hospital are often the best care that is available, and this care should not be thought of as a last resort. Despite the risks and concerns these days, it should not be thought of as the last resort. But planning for a trip to the emergency room or ER and knowing what is needed upon leaving are important to ensuring smooth transitions. So first, I would suggest designating emergency contacts, folks who need to be notified or aware of your situation. Along with that, designating a healthcare proxy or a person who's able to make decisions for you if you're not able to. Those are two key things to have done well ahead of going to a hospital or having the need to go to a hospital. Also, though, secondly, I would suggest putting together a packet of information or documentation that you're going to need to ensure a smooth transition into the hospital. That can include just the information as we talked about, the emergency contact and healthcare proxy. But another key piece of documentation to bring with you is a copy of your medication list. This will include the doses of medications you're taking, but including the time of day and days of the week that you're taking those medications. Also, including a list of your healthcare providers, which can include your primary care physician, but also any specialists that you see on a regular basis. Lastly, as far as the information, making sure that you bring in any copies of your insurance information, your health insurance information. Planning for the trip into the hospital for sure can make the experience much more positive, but it can also likely improve the health outcome, particularly for folks with dementia, Parkinson's disease, or any other neurological condition. Having a copy of that medication list is critical to ensuring that smooth transition into the hospital. As when you arrive at the hospital staff take over control of all medications, including administration of all the medications that you're taking. So having them aware of when and what you need for medications is critical. Also, in preparing for a hospital trip, I would recommend bringing leisure activities. These can include books, magazines, puzzles, an iPad for games, but also a cell phone and chargers to make sure that you can stay in touch with loved ones. Lastly, having plans in place for taking care of home while you're not there. This can include basically taking care of yard work, pet care, taking care of your pets and feeding them while you're not there. Include paying bills, taking care of the mail or newspaper, anything that will help to make sure that things don't stack up while you're away. So smooth transitions into and out of a hospital or rehab are key pieces of our thriving at home approach at Assisting Hands. This approach also includes that we ensure our clients' independence, maintaining their independence, only providing support when they need it, through caregivers who are qualified and trained to provide individualized support, care that can be tailored to their specific needs and situation. In my next video, I'll share information and tips for leaving a hospital or preparing for leaving, discharge planning as it's called, as knowing what you need when leaving a hospital or the information to be aware of is critical to having a successful transition home and help reduce a return trip to the hospital. I'm passionate about what I'm doing and happy to be providing resources to help folks live healthier and happier lives. I hope you're able to learn something new today about to better prepare yourself or a loved one for a trip to the hospital. please share with others who could benefit from this information.